Hi folks, welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another card comparison video. So what I have in front of me here today is two different Jeu Lenormand decks. Both of them are, spoiler alert, almost exactly the same with very minor differences, and we will get into that. So I picked these two up within the last couple of weeks, so this is not going to be an instructional video on how to read these cards because I'm just learning this system myself, but rather just to show you the differences and to compare these two decks. So right off the bat, this one here comes in a small, just a regular size tuck box, just the, what do we call this? Regular cardboard box. There we are. And, you know, the cards fit nice in there. These are very large cards, both of them, versus the Grimaud deck. This is a really nice, nice and sturdy two-part box. And just to show all of the different sides of it here. There we are. So we're going to get into the flip through of going through these cards side by side. But I'll just quickly show you here as well the books that come with them. And look at this. I mean, I hate these backs. They're so bad. I mean, that just looks like it's a big advertisement, but nevertheless. So this is for this deck over here. And none of this book is in English. So you will be out of luck if you're looking for an English book with this particular set. There is an edition that comes with the Grimaud book and deck. I meant to order that and I actually ordered the wrong one, but that's okay. And I purchased this off of Amazon France. That's where this one came from. And this guy I got off of eBay, but I do believe if you're in the United States, you can get this on Amazon as well. So check out these backs. They're so much nicer. So yes, just a little that over here. Now this book does have a little bit of English in it as well, which is quite nice. And it goes over a couple of little spreads, a little bit of information about the cards. Yeah, just like that, just a standard little white book. So right off the bat, you can see these are looking almost exactly the same. Well, as I said before, they pretty much are. The biggest difference that, well, really there's only two differences you'll find between these cards, which I've noticed, is the image is actually the exact same size. So you can see that the difference of card size is the fact that these have a much larger white border on them, like so. So if you look at the overall card size, the Grimaud deck is a little bit larger, but not because the image is any bigger. And as well, the color saturation is more vibrant. It's more saturated in this deck. Largely, you'll notice it in like the pinks, it's quite obvious. Even, you know, the blue of her dress, the reds, you know, color saturation. So apart from that, the cardstock is really quite similar between the two. I just show the decks. These are huge cards. You know, they're fairly even. These might be just a hair thicker. Let's see. Nope. They're pretty much exactly the same. So cardstock is not a lot different. But yeah, so this flip through is good. I'm going to go through each of the cards just to show you all of them. But if you're just interested in knowing the difference between these two without needing to see all the cards, you don't need to watch any further. But I'm going to go through all of them and we can chat a little bit more about the end. But I will put a link below. There is someone online who has posted a fantastic translation of all of the cards, and it's free online. I'll post that link below in case if anyone is interested in learning this system as well. So let me, without any further ado, let's start the flip through. So there we have the flip through of the cards, and as you'll notice, exactly, so the color saturation, as well as, I hadn't noticed this before doing this side-by-side flip through, but the greens in this deck here are a lot darker and deeper, whereas they come across very yellow in this pack here. I think that's coming across, just checking my camera lighting. So the greens are a really big difference. You'll find in these decks, the green versus yellow palette. And then, as I said there at the beginning, the pinks, blues, reds, even in, ooh, sorry, let's keep these all on the right side. So if you're someone who's interested in the more colorful tone, this is a beautiful pick. But one thing that's nice about both of them is neither image is more clear or is more detailed than the other. They're pretty much exactly the same to one another. I know that Lisa Young Sutton had used this deck for her practice deck, and she had written notes all over the card, which I thought was a great idea. So if you're wanting to write on your cards, this is a good option because you have the larger border as opposed to this one. You've got a little bit less space to work with. But that was, yeah, I wanted to buy both because I couldn't see a video. I didn't find a video online that compared them, so I didn't really know what the difference was. I am glad that I have two, and I'm very much so looking forward to learning this system. So looking at my book references that I have here, I can give you a quick rundown of this deck. Like I said, I'm completely learning myself, but nevertheless, I have references that I can share. So as you can see on each of the cards there, you have the different illustrations. So you've got the constellation here up on the top, you have the playing card, poker card inset here, a corresponding letter, then you have your big main image, and then 3 images on the bottom, the lower images on either side, as well as a set of flowers. So the whole deck, as you just saw, is 54 cards, and you have 2 querent cards, so you have male and female there at the beginning. So those are the only 2 that don't follow the structure of these cards here. So they do fall into 5 different categories. There is the Golden Fleece, or the Conquest of the Golden Fleece. There's the Trojan War, or the War of Troy. The Hermetic Science, Alchemy, or Hermetic Knowledge category. There's the Unexpected or Unforeseen category. And finally, there was the Order of Time, or the Signs of the Zodiac. So each of the 12 cards are in here as well. And each of those categories have a certain number of cards in them. Sorry, I could have said that a little better. So the Golden Fleece has 6 cards, the War of Troy has 9, Hermetic Science has 7, the Unforeseen is 19 cards, and the Order of Time is, of course, the 12 zodiac signs. So I can put the link to this wonderful translated reference down below this video if you are interested in learning this card system as well. I've always been very interested in it. It's quite different, it's very beautiful, and one of my dearest friends has been teaching the Mythology of Astrology for a few years now, so I'm very excited to take what I've learned from her and take a look at it through the lens of these cards. But anyways, that is all I have to say for this video. Let me know if do you guys read with these cards? Have you seen either of these decks? Do you have a preference for a little bit more saturation or not? Do you like the border? Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. And I just have picked these ones because they are, well, accessible but relatively available at this point in time if you're looking to pick up a deck for yourself. Anyways, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you at the next video.